It was 2015 when I first started making videos on the whole topic of the flat earth. In the very beginning, I just covered the basics. Then I got into more hidden symbolism when it came to Hollywood movies, TV shows, and the music industry. One video I made in particular was covering this one movie called The Ming Hag, starring Bam Margera, and it was directed by Joe Franz. I'll get into Joe Franz in a little bit, but first off, just taking a look at the whole entire concept, not just with the Ming Hags, before I get into that, the whole entire concept, again, with Back to the Future during the opening scene, with all the clocks, and with this one particular scene where this machine, this contraption, basically opens up a can of dog food. Everybody's focusing on that, and right in the background, hidden in plain sight, is the flat earth model, as you see here, just like the UN logo. And also the connection with Back to the Future 1. It's not just one instance where they're basically referring to the flat earth. So you had Back to the Future 1 with the flat earth clock, and then Back to the Future 3, they have the dog named Copernicus. Of course, a reference to the one that supposedly came up with the whole entire concept of the ball earth. So you see the connection here, where you go from flat earth to this little dog in the ball earth, the whole entire concept. Just like this movie called Get Smart. And while these actors are having a conversation, what do you see in the background? The flat earth clock. And of course you see the ball earth. So they love to combine the ball earth, which is the obvious in your face, and not so obvious the flat earth model, again, on the clock. The clocks look like they're identical, and more than likely the same exact clock used in both movies. And again, the same exact concept when it comes to having the ball earth programming in plain sight in the hidden Easter egg flat earth model, just like with Will Smith's I, Robot movie. As everybody's focusing on Will Smith, what do you see in the background here? Let's get a little bit of a closer look. And you see, again, the whole entire concept of mixing the obvious globe, the ball earth, and the not so obvious flat earth in the back. So again, it's very obvious, very consistent on what they're doing. Now, getting on topic, there's many more examples of the flat earth model hidden in plain sight. You can look at my other videos. I want to keep this video moving along, just for reference as well. Interesting enough with Will Smith, and of course the scene from Men in Black in the reference to the flat earth as well. Now, getting on topic again with Joe Franz, who contacted me directly on my Facebook page, on my so-called fan page. I don't like to call it my fan page, just my Russian Vids page on Facebook. And it was regarding me pointing out the flat earth model, again, in this movie called The Ming Hags. I'm going to play these clips for anyone that has any doubt whatsoever that this is indeed the whole entire concept of the flat earth. Let's start from the very beginning with this scene here in the classroom. Basically, he chastised one of his students. He plays the role of the teacher. Joe Franz, I should mention, he was the writer, cinematographer. Had a lot, of course, to do with the movie itself. So understand, he's part of the whole overall production. And again, in this scene, he's chastising this student for being uneducated. While he's calling him uneducated, take a look again what's right behind Joe Franz, who plays the school teacher.
Your grades, Ralph, an F average, hardly acceptable. The worst example of an educated person to ever walk this campus. In over 12 years of college education, you've managed to achieve only 2 credits towards graduation in...
I'm going to stop right there. Again, he's talking about the student being uneducated and what's right behind him. This is the whole entire flat earth model. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. And there is your flat earth model, and right above it says Science 101. And right next to the flat earth model, you see the square, and I mentioned it many times. The flat earth model is circle. It's a circle within a square, and they have the two concepts side by side. So again, these sneaky people in Hollywood, they love to basically have their little Easter eggs in plain sight. It's pretty obvious. Show this ending scene here. Basically, the student is chased out of the classroom. Well, everybody's focusing on that.
The part about expelled, don't you understand, Ralph? You're out of here. Get out of
And they don't see what's behind them. Right there. And there you see Joe Franz with Bam Margera. And the whole entire point, specifically with these Hollywood movies, a lot of these people that, I don't want to insult anybody, a lot of people that watch these type of movies, they're a bunch of knuckleheads, and they're going to have no clue whatsoever. Now, getting back to Joe Franz, and here again with Bam Margera, let's just take a look here at some of his credentials. Franz has served as a producer, field producer, a DP cameraman for MTV, National Geographic, TV. This is big. History Channel, Animal Planet, Discovery, Sony 3Net, True TV. This is Time Warner, Spike, and Destination America. So Joe Franz definitely has a big part when it comes to television. Some call it television. To me, it's all one and the same. Now, just I want to point something else out here. Again, talking about our communications, out of respect with these private messages that he sent me, I had to black them out. When he first contacted me, and after these contacts of, he wanted to basically interview me. He said he wanted to pick my brain, but I'm not going to get into details because these are private messages. But one thing I do want to say is, so people clearly understand that this is without a shadow of a doubt the flat earth model. I'll just leave this open for people to see at the very end what he told me. I'm a flat earth fan. This is all I want to get out of these messages that he sent me, all these correspondence. And this is definitely hammering the point that this is without a shadow of a doubt flat earth model. And these Hollywood people in Hollywood, again, there's no doubt whatsoever. After showing again, it's all in our faces. People are in denial. They don't want to believe it's true. Why would they do this? Again, it's all about mockery, putting the truth in plain sight. This is their method of mockery.